Americans love to hate math. A recent survey by the nonprofit organization Change the Equation found that over a third of Americans would rather clean their bathrooms than do math problems. Surveys of high school students routinely find math to be among their least favorite subjects. We don't all start out this way. Young children love math. They generally enjoy adding, subtracting, and when they're a little older, multiplying and dividing. These are computational skills and are relatively straightforward. It's easy to visualize this kind of numerical manipulation and, in a sense, play with it. It's like a game. But in middle school, around the time that students start to learn algebra, something can often begin to happen. The material starts to lose that element of play. Algebraic thinking requires a deeper level of abstraction, and we tend to relegate the teaching and learning of algebra to intangible symbols on a board or a piece of paper. Many students never make it past this loss of tangibility. Students feel that the sense of play has been drained out of their math experience. This change in the way students tend to see math can lead to a sense of antipathy toward it. This can result in a self-perpetuating cycle of lower grades and less confidence. At worst, it develops into a lifelong aversion for the entire field. This story is not a new one, but now is an especially important time for math skills to take priority in education. Experts in STEM fields are becoming more vital to our nation's success than ever before. Even if they do not choose a STEM occupation, we need to help our students develop greater affection and affinity for math because it is crucial to their success as lifelong problem solvers. As part of the solution, I believe we need to play more games in the algebra classroom. Algebrawl is a simple, card-based algebra game that allows students to go head-to-head in a competition to more effectively manipulate an algebraic expression. Once students have been exposed to some of the basic rules of algebra, they can now use and develop those skills in a tangible and fun way to vanquish their opponents. Algebrawl players take turns attempting to complicate or simplify an algebraic expression by applying their numbers and operators to it. Winning requires knowledge of the order of operations, simplification, and other forms of algebraic thinking. Learning new algebraic rules and procedures in class now becomes a way to acquire extra skills in the game. Players are more motivated to improve their abilities so that they can beat their friends. Through this kind of play, students become less intimidated by algebra. The tangibility of this game allows students to physically manipulate algebraic expressions in a way that is fun, unpredictable, and exciting. They develop more positive associations with math and come to see it as a beast that they can control. There is one limitation to this game's ability to enhance learning of algebraic thinking, and that is its lack of an included arbitration structure. How will students know whether or not they are correctly applying their operators and numbers to the expressions? Well, this is the same limitation that teachers face when they assign written practice work. They don't know whether the students are correctly executing their skills or not until it is turned in. Because this game is intended to be used in the classroom as a method of guided practice, you as the math teacher are the ultimate arbiter. Players in your class will monitor their opponents and make sure that all moves are legal. When disagreements inevitably arise, you will be called in to help make the determination of whether or not the move in question can legally be made. As players internalize the rules of the game, and by extension the rules of algebra, the need for external arbitration is diminished. Like any game, players understand the rules the more they play, and will operate more comfortably within them. The simple act of changing a child's emotional state in a classroom has a big impact on how willing they are to take risks. Viewing math in a more playful light makes that child more likely to experiment and engage with the material. The confidence they gain makes them more likely to want to tackle complex problems, and more likely to become lifelong problem solvers.